What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. As college football season starts this weekend, I got an exciting defensive back who could kind of do it all, man. We're going to get into his story. We're going to talk about what the 2026 season looks like for the Howard Bison. They play Indiana, Rutgers, and this guy, he's a do-it-all defensive back. When you watch his highlight reel, thank me later and get your popcorn ready because he really steals the show. I think of the Denver Broncos when they had the no-fly zone back when they won the Super Bowl, and they had guys like Chris Harris and stuff like that. And he reminds me of a Jalen Ramsey with some Chris Harris. Really, really good football. So we're gonna get into his story a little bit and then what this upcoming season looks like for him. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take and introduce Kedrick Green. Mr. Green, how
I
you doing?
appreciate you for the introduction, my man.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And you got a lot on your schedule. We got a little bit
Yeah,
of time to interview today, so thank
right.
you so much for coming on the show
Yeah, no
today, man.
problem.
How has this off season been for you, man?
It's been really good, going into this off season, kind of just taking the approach of like, this may be the last time you put those pads on. So just trying to make it everything that you always dreamed of, trying to close out your college football career on the right note, and just trying to, get over that hump at Howard that we've been trying to get over and try to get back to that celebration bowl. Those are the main things I've been focusing on. We've built a lot of camaraderie with the guys over the off season, from spring to the summer workouts and all those things. So it's been a really good off season. We're just really excited to see what we're going to do this Saturday.
And I love it, man. Very exciting. You guys kick off the season. I actually have your schedule here in front of me.
Yep,
Playing Alabama A&M,
yep,
7:30 p.m. on the 29th. Pretty exciting, man.
definitely exciting. We actually just got to Georgia today, so we're getting
Oh,
prepared for that.
oh my goodness, that's exciting. And you guys have a brand new coach. I saw it's Coach
Yep,
Ted White,
Coach
right?
Ted White. Yep.
That's awesome, man. What is it like having him on the team?
I think it's awesome for us, man. Him being a Howard alum himself, he played ball there, played quarterback, was a great quarterback at Howard. Ultimately had the opportunity to go to the league. So a guy that really knows ball, a guy that knows Howard football, and a guy that's, walked in our shoes, been in that, sat in those same seats, been in that same locker room. So he brings a sense of community with them, brings a sense of home, and it's just like a great feeling having a guy like he knows where you've been and he's in your corner. So
Yeah,
that it's a real great feeling to have him back as the head coach.
I love that. Obviously, he brings a plethora of experience. I said he was in the
Definitely.
league for a little bit. Between his communication style and this upcoming year's defense, what makes you excited for this 2026 defense that he's going to be leading?
I just feel really excited because we have a lot of talent on this defense. It's gonna be a defense that we're gonna be very physical. We're gonna fly around. We're gonna get to the ball, and we're gonna try to create takeaways. And we're just gonna play fast, man. We want to be like really relentless when we play. And when you turn that tape on, we want you to be like, that's a team that's a force to be reckoned with. Like we're gonna have to bring our A game when we play against the Howard Bison defense. So that's the kind of approach we're taking.
I love it. And last year, I got to shout you out, man. You guys only allowed 169 yards on average per
Right.
game. That's you guys were literally one of the most violent, hard hitting, ball
Right.
hawking secondaries in college football last year. So you guys are looking on up in the ante this year, is what you're
Definitely. I
telling me.
mean, that's kind of what we pride ourselves on. We pride ourselves on them being a stingy defense, a defense, like I said, that flies around, gets to the ball, and we try to attack when we get to the ball carrier for sure.
I love it. Let's talk about this schedule really quickly. A
Right,
lot of good teams. It's a tough schedule. You
right,
even go up against the national champions. Now I know they had a lot of people going to the NFL. They
right,
also
right, right.
brought a lot of people in the portal too. You play Indiana week 2. You got week 4 against Rutgers as well too. Pretty solid team. Obviously, I know you haven't announced NFL draft plans and stuff, but
Mm,
obviously NFL scouts are looking at you, man. You're
right.
6'2", approximately 215. You're a big guy. You could cover and do all that stuff. What are some things you're trying to show on tape, not only throughout the season, but against those bigger games like Rutgers and Indiana? What do you want to show the
I
scouts?
mean, just for me, I look at it like an interview game. Great opportunity to get in front of those guys that the scouts are going to be watching, those guys that kind of compare to the type of caliber of talent that you'll see in the league. So just being able to prove to scouts that I can play with that level of talent, I'm not out of place, and then flashing on tape and being able to make plays in those big games that let scouts know, hey, he can play with this caliber of talent and he's elite with this caliber of talent. And being that we have 2 games in the Big Ten, being able to put consistency back to back not just a flash one game and then it's inconsistent the next, being able to sustain great play throughout all those games. That's really important to me.
Man, I love that. Thank you for sharing that with me. Very cool. And then what would you say that your favorite secondary is? A secondary scheme, defensive scheme that helps for your skills to pop out most on tape.
I say me personally, I love when we play man coverage and I'm the post player. I love being able to range over top, help my guys in the seam, cut overs, do different things like that. Just be able to kind of allow my guys to play all their outside leverage and use me as help because I know I'm ranging from numbers to numbers. Like I love being in the post. That's kind of like my favorite thing to do. So I would say definitely though man coverage when I'm the post player for sure.
I love it. Quick question. If you'd
Right.
happen to know this, what's your vertical, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm not sure. I never tested. I haven't did any like pro combine testing, so I'm not
Okay.
sure. I don't want to just throw out a number and
Yeah,
not
no,
give you
you're
an
good.
accurate one.
You're good. But there was this highlight that you had where the ball was coming in and then you were guarding the guy and you got up there, man.
Right.
And you just, man, it's like you were like a professional volleyball player, man. You batted that
Hey
pass
man, I
down
just
so
try to
hard, man.
attack the ball in the air. As a DB, the coaching point is always attack the ball at the highest point. So when you see it in the air, you just try to go make a play on it.
I love it. That's what you did, man. That's why I was asking about the vertical.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, my guy has ups, man. That's pretty cool. Man, who are some players that you kind of model your game after a little bit?
I would say my favorite player to watch in the league and the person whose highlights that I always like look to and try to model my game after is Derwin James. Like I just love like how physical he is, how physical of a safety he is. He's kind of like a no short stride safety. He runs through all his tackles. It's not like he breaks down and gathers. He's a full speed guy once he sees it. His instincts, man. He knows how to read plays. He's kind of in the backfield before a play gets started. He's versatile. He can blitz off the edge. He can play man coverage, affect the pass game. So like his game is just all around relentless, and I really love that about him. So that's a person that I try to model my game after.
I love it. Now I read online you're from is it Greensboro, North
I'm from
Carolina?
Winston-Salem,
Oh,
North Carolina.
okay.
Greensboro's a neighboring city, so you're very close.
Next door neighbor. I got you. Very
Right.
cool. When and how did you first fall in love with football?
I've been playing since I was 4 years old, actually. So football is very familiar for me. I grew up playing for a little league team called the Union Cross Bobcats, and then I just grew friendship with all those guys. I'm still friends with guys I played in little league to this day. So I guess just playing with them and like learning the game as a kid, that's kind of where the love and the passion came for it. And then as I got older, it started getting more serious. And hey, like I think I'm pretty good at this thing, and I think I could use to make an opportunity for myself, go to college, try to chase my dreams of going to the NFL. So like the passion has just been carried all the way through since I was little until now.
I love that. I love that. I love it. You talked about like camaraderie and stuff like that, and
Right.
staying in touch with those guys. I was explaining to my wife, and my wife never did sports. She actually don't like sports. But I was explaining to her that hey, when you're out there, I don't care if you're in middle school, what age, you learn there's a camaraderie that you have when you
Definitely.
suffer together, when you win together, you lose
Definitely.
together, you cry together, you celebrate together. There's a range of emotions that happen whenever you play a sport, not just football. You could be playing team golf. I don't care.
Definitely.
But you,
I
yeah.
feel like anybody that plays team sports, man, you just kind of get that sense of knowing how to work with people and just being able to like build relationships, go through ups and downs and stay together. That's the biggest thing about football. Being able to go through all the hardships and all the training, everything that's hard about football and still come out sticking together. Like the main thing is to stick together with your team, have your team back and always be there for your guys. And the relationships you make playing football in any sport or some of the relationships that you carry for life. So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Kedrick, what would you say your style of leadership is in that secondary? And you're the one commanding it. You're
right.
one of the leaders on
I
this
would
team.
definitely say I'm a vocal leader. Like I'm the guy out there that gets the call, echoes the call to the whole field, gets the guys lined up, makes checks when we see certain formations. So I'm very vocal out there. And I'll try to lead by example too, even off the field, just the way I carry myself, the way that I move around throughout my everyday life, just trying to show the young guys how to be a pro about their college football experience, and even the older guys just trying to be a good role model for them as well. But ultimately on the field, I try to be vocal and try to be that general out there that gets everybody on the same page and gets everybody to the common goal.
I love it, man. You're going to face quite a bit of competition, not only throughout the
Right.
different HBCU schools. You got Morgan State. They're tough. There's a lot of tough talent you're going to go up against.
Definitely.
What are some things as a secondary player that you're looking out for pre-snap?
Definitely split indicators for sure. Where guys are lined up, who's on the ball. A lot of times in red zone, when you get 3-by-1 pictures with threes on the ball, you get some type of Indy 7 concept. Sometimes when you get clusters, you get some type of spot 7 concept. 4 strong, you're alert to screens, draws, things of that nature. So just different little things like that, little tendencies and little ways offenses try to dress up their formations to kind of give you indicators on what plays could be coming. Sometimes if you get condensed split to the boundary, drive 6 is coming. Just different things like that, trying to alert split indicators and which guys run different routes is what I would say helps me as a football player. What I try to identify pre-snap.
Now a lot of HBCU players, man, the thing that always like hurts me, man, is like there's so much talent every year where it's like
Right.
these are NFL guys, the only thing is show what they have. And it's I think it's gotten a little bit better in the last, I'll say since Prime what was over at Jackson State. HBCU has put kind of like a chip on your shoulder.
Being an HBCU guy, I know that the landscape is kind of different for us, knowing that we're FCS program. So sometimes the talent level they kind of look down upon it. But what I will say is that I feel like HBCU players, Division 3 players, anywhere like they have players that can ball, that have talent to go to the next level. I've seen it being that I've played with guys that have gotten shots in the league. A teammate that I played with recently that's in the NFL right now, Ian Willer, he kind of took the NFL by storm, being that he was in the UFL, was consistent in the UFL, and he ultimately got his shot, and he's with the Buffalo Bills. So just like seeing things like that, that keeps you hungry for the opportunity, even though you know that your road might be a little different than other guys. You might have to put in a little more extra work. You might have to, your process might be strung out a little bit more, not just a clear shot to the NFL. But I ultimately feel like if you have the talent and skills and the want to, that you can get there.
Yeah, I love that. And Ian is amazing. Not only got to
Definitely.
watch his story on Hard Knocks, I did a video for him, just saying, "Hey guys, here's some UDFA's that you guys need to know about." I didn't get a chance to interview him, unfortunately, and then I sent it to him. I was like, "Hey man, shout you out." He wrote me back. He's like, "Yeah, I've seen this already." I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, man,
So,
he's an
good
amazing
dude,
guy
man.
for
What was
sure.
it like practicing against him?
Um,
Yeah,
he's
really,
very
really, really
physical
good
for
dude.
sure. He's one of those guys that he's always going 100%. You're never gonna catch Ian on a chill day or nothing like that. Like he's one of those guys that's real serious about his craft, takes it serious, and he's practicing 100% at all times for sure.
I love it. Now you've had an amazing college football career. You're
Right.
getting ready for your senior year. So exciting, ready just to take and give it your all. I got to ask you, who are some people that helped for you to get to where you are today? Who just really poured into you?
I would definitely say, oh, this could be a long list, but I have to definitely
Okay.
say my parents for sure. Without them, I wouldn't be here. They've poured a lot into me, a lot of money, a lot of time and effort, a lot of long weekends, taking me to different training, taking me to different facilities to play games and just all different types of sports. I've been playing football like since I was 4, so you can imagine the stuff that they've been through throughout that journey. Definitely my parents. I would definitely say my trainer Adam that I train with back at home. He's my strength coach, so he's poured in a lot into me since I've been training with him since I was a sophomore in high school, and he's definitely helped me become that college athlete that I always dreamed to be. I would definitely say like my youth coaches I've had over the years. I can't shout everybody out because we'll be here
Yeah.
forever, but definitely my youth coaches and just all the people from my hometown community that poured into me, my friends, family, loved ones, just all those people that were there, former teachers. It's a lot. It's a lot of people that got me to where I am today. I can't sit here and thank everybody one by one, but it's definitely my home village for sure that has gotten me to where I am right now. And even the coaches I've had throughout college, Coach Kashawn Jarrett, my defensive coordinator who started off as my DB's coach, like he poured a lot into me, gave me a lot of insight on how to play the position of DB at a high level and just how to be a man. You know, that's another thing that I would say Howard did for me. They poured a lot into me as character wise, just being a better man, becoming a great person for the world. So I would say it's a whole bunch of things that helped me and a whole bunch of people that helped me get to where I am right now.
I love that. I love that. And then last question of the day for NFL scouts who are going to be watching you this year for the competition that you're going to go up against. What is you're a representative of this team. You're one of the leaders of this team.
Yeah.
What is your message to everybody about this?
That I can make plays on the ball and that I have the talent to compete with anybody in the country. You know, I firmly believe that in myself. I've never been scared of competition, you know. As a DB, you know, you win some reps, you lose some reps, but the one thing is being able to turn the page and not lose confidence. So that's one thing I kind of pride myself on. I really don't care who we're playing against. I always think we're going to get the win. I've always been like that since I was a kid, and I just want to go out there and compete, man. Like, I have fun doing it. I want to play who they say the best guy is, and right now we have that opportunity, you know, being able to play the defending national champs and to play a Big Ten school, you know, 2 weeks apart. It's going to be a real test for us, and I'm very excited for that opportunity and the opportunity that we have this season in front of us.
I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kedrick Green, defensive back at Howard University. Kedrick, I'm so excited, man. Once I found out I was going to be interviewing you, man, I started watching the highlight reel and just fell in love with your tape. So to get to know the man underneath the helmet yourself, so cool to have you on the show. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me, man. It means a lot.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, comment below how this interview made you feel. If you're inspired like I am, I'm going to take and post all his social media stuff down below in the description of this video so you could follow him throughout the season. Man, what a story. What an athlete. Very excited for what the season and the landscape looks like him in the future. We'll see you guys next time on The Touchdown with Doug Smith.
Thank you again.
Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.